Good morning, afternoon and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 3 of the AC Milan Football Manager 2021 series. Yeah, we'll call it a series. I was going to say Let's Play, but that's so old-fashioned nowadays. We'll say series. That sounds better, series. So, as you can see from the screen in front of you, we are currently sat in 8th. And since the last episode, things have not been going well at all. Obviously, the early season positivity and honeymoon period, I suppose you could call it, has well and truly dried out. And I'm going to be honest, we're struggling a little bit. And not even Zlatan Ibrahimovic can save us at this rate. We are in a little bit of a bad run of form, and I feel like it's going to be quite difficult to get out of this rut that we're in. My early expectations and confidence in this side has sort of been, decreased a little bit over the past few matches. Some of the performances that I have seen from some of the players is quite frankly absolutely horrendous, and unfortunately, because of them performances, that has resulted in some very disappointing results since you were last here. Obviously, the last episode was that 2-0 win. 2-0 win, that's... I'm making up results now. That's how desperate I am, viewers. I'm making up results. No, the 2-0 loss against Lazio away from home. And since then, it's been a fairly short break. We've only played 3 games since then. 2 of which have been in the league, and the other one has been in the Euro Cup group stage. So what we'll do, we'll kickstart things with the Sampdoria game. And thankfully, we got ourselves back onto the winning, on a sort of winning grind. No, what would you call it? We got ourselves on the winning road again, I think is the best way to put it, straight after that disappointing result against Lazio with a 2-0 win against Sampdoria. Now, this match, we were fairly dominant, I think is the best way to put it, and we were expected to get ourselves 3 points from here from minute 1, basically. The pressure was put on our side early on to get the 3 points against a very poor side in Sampdoria. Nothing against Sampdoria as a club, but you are currently struggling in the league, and teams like these are the teams that we have to beat. Weirdly, Zlatan had the opportunity to get himself a hat-trick, but he actually missed 2 penalties, one after the other, one in the 22nd minute, and then we got another penalty in the 23rd minute, and he missed that again, but thankfully he did get himself a goal in the 26th minute. So yeah, Zlatan is a strange character. I hope he doesn't hear this, otherwise I could be in trouble. But he's a bit weird this year. I had every expectation of him coming into this season absolutely blitzing this league, but I feel like that's been far from the case. Don't get me wrong, he's scored quite a few goals, but a lot of them goals have come from either set pieces or penalties. He hasn't actually got that many from open play, so that is a little bit of an issue at the moment, is trying to get Zlatan firing on all cylinders. Obviously, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is 39 years old, so I don't know if we're being a little bit too harsh on him, but the demeanour that Zlatan puts across to everyone is that he can score till he's 40 or 50 or 60 maybe. So perhaps we are being a little bit harsh. I don't know. Let me know. Do you think we are being a little bit harsh on Zlatan here? I mean, he has got 4 goals and 3 assists in 7 matches. However, I don't know if we can tell how many of them have been penalties, but I'm pretty confident that 3 of them goals have come from the penalty spot. So, you know, I feel like that record is a little bit shinier than what it should be with 4 goals. Perhaps if it was open play, it would be 1 in 7 maybe. So he's not doing great at the moment, which could arguably be said for the entire squad. But we went on off a little bit of a tangent there. But yeah, 3 points, 2-0, dominant display. Can we keep it going? No, we can't. No. I mean, I don't know how surprised you were by what I was about to say, but yeah, we couldn't. We couldn't keep up the good result against Sampdoria into the Euro Cup with a 3-2, very disappointing result away at Basel. I think it's Basel. It's like Basil Brush. Basil Brush. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, but this was a very, very disappointing showing from our team. Zlatan getting himself 2 goals right before half-time as well. We seem to have a lot of opportunities in a very short period of time. Obviously, against Sampdoria, we had 3 chances, 2 of which were penalties in like 3 minutes. So we seem to have short bursts of creative excellence, and then we seem to just drift off the performance a little bit for the rest of the game. But Zlatan getting himself 2 goals. Tim Close, the ex-Norwich man, getting himself a goal in the 11th minute through a set piece, and then getting himself a brace in the 48th minute straight after half-time, putting his side back on equal terms at 2-2. And then Arthur Cabral winning the game for Basel in the 86th minute, really dumbfounding the morale a little bit, really putting the morale in the dumpster for the Milan squad, and that didn't bode well for the next match that we went into. But 3-2 loss away from home in a Euro Cup group stage. I mean, we are expected to qualify. I don't necessarily think that our qualification's in trouble or is at risk by this loss, but we can't afford to lose many more games, otherwise we are going to be in the mud, as people would say. We're going to be in the mud. Now, the next game was a home match against Sassuolo. And once again, this was very much a game that we were expected to win, especially at home, and we just weren't at the races at all. It was a 2-0 loss against Sassuolo, and a very dominant display by Sassuolo. We just weren't in the match, as you can tell from the expected goals. They had 1.6 compared to our 0.8, so perhaps we were unlucky to maybe get a goal, I don't know. But with only 6 shots and 3 on target compared to Sassuolo's 16 shots and 12 on target with a 1.6 expected goals, we were probably quite fortunate to only lose this 2-0. But I mean, I don't know what happened to our side. Like, Rebic has obviously had a fantastic year so far, keeping Lucas Moura once again out of the side. But overall, I mean, somehow our centre-backs and Donnarumma got above a 7 rating, or Romagnoli got a 7, Kajera 7.1 and Donnarumma 7.9. I'm not too sure how that was the case. That probably shows, if anything, how lucky we were not to concede as more goals. The fact that our centre-backs got a very good rating in a game that we lost, and Donnarumma as well. So, yeah, 2-0 at home against Sassuolo. It's not great, is it? It's not great. But if we have a look at the league table, that does leave us in 8th. And if we have a look at the actual table itself, as you can see, Sassuolo are in 5th, so maybe it's a little bit harsh to say that we were particularly terrible against them. I mean, we were terrible, but to perhaps get a win against them. But you know, it's once again, it's probably a side that we should be getting a point against, or maybe 3 points. And Sampdoria, the team that we beat in 20th, you can't quite see that, but they are rock bottom with no wins, no draws and 7 losses. So, yeah, it looks like Sampdoria are going to be getting relegated this year. So, unfortunately for Sampdoria, Parma and Spezia are in the relegation zone. It would be sad to see Parma get relegated. Obviously, Parma had some financial difficulties, and they have been getting promoted. Well, they got promoted back to back to get into Serie A, so it would be disappointing to see them go back down to Serie B, but fingers crossed that won't happen. But enough on the other teams. The focus is on us today against a massive side in Zebra. You know who they are, really. Against Zebra, and this is not going to be an easy game, especially after 2 losses back to back and away from home as well. I am absolutely terrified of what the result could be here if we go into this match not at the races. This could be a little bit of an embarrassment for our side, and part of me is thinking whether or not we should change the tactics, but I feel like we've just been we've just had a few games where we're not particularly, we haven't been particularly good. I feel like it is only a matter of time before we start getting on the winning streak again and really boosting ourselves up that table. So I am thinking that we will stick with the side and the tactics that we've been using in a 4-1-2-2-1. Obviously, Ibra, I did criticise him at the start of the episode, but I think he is going to have to start up top alongside Hakan and Rebic. I mean, we are having issues here with a few players saying they need rests. So I'm not sure if I have to. I'm not sure if I'll need to rotate a little bit, which against Zebra is not ideal. I might put Rebic on the left-hand side and actually play Lucas Moura, coming back into the side against arguably the best team in the league. Lucas probably isn't entirely impressed. And then a midfield trio, which you're all familiar with nowadays, of Benacer, Tonali and Carvalho, and the back four of Hernandez, Romagnoli, Cagier and Calabria, and Donnarumma in goal. So once again, pretty familiar full 11 that you'd probably see. Before we go into this match, what is the board saying? So the board is actually okay with us. We are just at a C at the moment. They're happy that we're working within a wage budget. They're happy that we're on course to reach the semi-final of the Euro Cup and qualify for the Euro Cup as well. So thankfully, there's no danger of me getting sacked, which I'm happy about, it to say the least. I'm very happy about. Right, let's get going. The biggest game, or one of the biggest games of our season, Zebra versus AC Milan. Let's go. Okay, so it will be interesting to see what lineup Zebra actually have here. And as you'd expect, a very, very strong full 11 for Zebra here. They've got Szczesny, De Ligt, Bonucci, Danilo, Cuadrado and Alexandro. Weston McKennie, obviously a wonder kid. Bentancur, Dybala, Kulusevski. I don't know who that is. And Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if you know who Cristiano Ronaldo is. He's a little bit obscure at the moment. He hasn't really lived up to his potential.
This is great banter. It really is.
And then they've got a pretty strong substitutes bench as well in Buffon, Rabiot, Bernardeschi, Khedira, Ramsey. Oh my God, I'm terrified. Oh God. Oh no. Please, Juventus, be kind. Like, please, just, oh God, help. Send help. Send help. To say that I'm not confident, I mean, hopefully the boys haven't seen me basically have a breakdown in front of them there. And I feel like putting the pressure on our side here is the best way to go. I mean, I've had a cry in the corner, but the boys here need to get a result. We're going to point the finger of you. We're going to point the bloody finger. We're going to point, and we're going to be assertive. I'm expecting you to win. I mean, I'm not, but we don't tell them that. Theo Hernandez seems demotivated, apparently. I mean, Theo, come on, mate. And Ante Rebic is looking nervous. Right, let's calm. Thrash arms. I want to see a good display. I don't know how influential or motivating that is. But are you motivated? Like, tell me, would you be motivated seeing me on the other side of the dressing room, thrashing my arms and pointing to you? The answer's yes, right? The answer's yes. Obviously. Right, going into the tunnel. Mitu Kwong Lim, the coach's voice. What do you see being the deciding factor between the two teams who have a very similar tactical approach? I don't want to speak to you, mate. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've acted like I want to speak to you. I don't. Right, here we go. They're lining up. Let's go, boys. Come on. I mean, I've just looked at Juventus' formation. What a bizarre formation they're doing. They're doing a 5 at the back, it looks like, a 2 midfielder, 2 attacking, and Cristiano Ronaldo up top. I mean, it's a very strange formation to start against Milan. Well, to start against any side. And there is a corner here. Dybala is the ball in. And Bentancur with a header over. I mean, there's not been any significant chances, but that could change here. Is this for us? I can't tell. McKennie, it looks like it's going to be for Juventus here, unless we can get ourselves on the counter-attack. It's a great ball over to the right-hand side to Cuadrado, and it's a great finish from the guy that I didn't know who it was at the start of the match. I do now because he scored against me. Dejan Kulusevski, which is his 3rd goal of the season. It's a great ball over to Cuadrado from De Ligt, and there's just no defending. Defending is literally non-existent, and Donnarumma has absolutely no chance. And 1-0, 25 minutes gone. I mean, it's a fairly even game, to be fair, with 3 shots. Okay, so they've gone 5 now. They've got 5 shots, we've got 4, and the expected goals isn't that dominant between any side. So, oh God, Dybala, corner in, Cuadrado. I mean, he's got so much space on that side. You may as well be giving him the goal. And Cristiano Ronaldo with a prime opportunity to put his side 2-0 up there. And he doesn't take it. And going into half time, we need to change something. pretty significantly. Oh, what do I change here? I mean, first things first, let's get the team talk out of the way. We're not going to throw the water bottles. We don't want to waste money. Outstretched arms. I'm not happy, so I'm not going to do that. Thrash arms, I'm far from pleased. People are motivated. Zlatan's happy. Tonali, Carvalho's happy. Theo and Rebic are causing all sorts of mischief. And we're going to go point arms. There's a lot more to come to you. No one gives a stuff. Brilliant. Right. What are we changing here? What do we want to change? I feel like I might need to stick with it. Because we've actually been... If we look at the stats here... how do I check the stats? Oh, God. I don't actually know how to check the stats. Brilliant. But I think it's pretty even. I don't actually think we're completely out of this game. I just think we need to... I mean, I think I should probably make some substitutions, right? But who are we going to bring on? This is the question. Do we bring on Rafael Leo as... Maybe bring on for Rebic? I think we might, because Rebic has had a pretty poor game. And I think we'll start the second half like that, and we'll see what happens. I mean, Rabiot's come on. Rabiot, sorry. But that's not a good start. That is not a good start. De Ligt, a set piece. De Ligt with an absolute thundering header. Raising above everyone. And I don't know who that is defending. Who are you? Tonali with some horrendous defending there against De Ligt. And that puts the cats amongst the pigeons a little bit. To the point where we are going to have to make a little bit of a change. Okay, while we do these changes, I have just moved my webcam just so it's a little bit easier for you to see. Now, what I think we're going to have to do is, I think we're going to have to go 4-2-3-1. I feel like that might be the way forward here. We'll change to a 4-2-3-1, and what we'll do, we'll bring on... who are we bringing on? We're going to bring on Rad Krunic, I think. He's not great, but he's someone... I can't... It's difficult because I don't actually... Briam Diaz, I think, is going to have to come on. And what we'll do, we'll change a few of the tactical instructions as well. We won't go extremely high tempo. Pass into space will get off. We'll go a little bit wider. And we'll drop this defensive slab a little bit and prevent short goalkeeper off as well. And we'll go turn that pressing intensity down a little bit. I feel like that is what we're going to have to do here. And there's not really much I can change other than that. We're just going to have to risk it for a biscuit, essentially, and potentially change the mentality of positive. And we'll confirm then changes, and we'll continue the game. Right, now, if we can get a goal in the next 10 or 15 minutes, it really does. If they do make it 3-0, that is a little bit of a problem. I mean, it's headed out for once. Caldrado, he's bustling down the line here. We're not defending, but it is defended eventually, and it's not defended. Dybala, McKennie... Rabiot, oh God, Ramsey, it's a great ball to Dybala, it's going to be free, it's not, it's a great block from whoever that was, and the danger's not gone yet. Dybala, but thankfully Donnarumma uses what a goalkeeper should, his hands to actually get the ball. I mean, what the hell, oh my God, what, right. Alex, play a Right, no, forget the replay. What the hell has he just done there? Donnarumma. What? I'm confused. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely... Get out of my face, Donnarumma. I'm furious. I can't believe you've done this. Okay, so it actually does look like there is potentially a chance here. And Brahim, the substitute, can he become a super sub? Is this going to be Alex Dimbul? Calabria, Ibra. It's never going to go in, is it? 3-0 away to Juventus. The board are going to be so annoyed. It's ridiculous. And I can't believe I've lost against a tactic that looks like... don't even go there. Let's not even go there. Yeah. No. Your mind's dirty. No. Right. I mean, 10 minutes to go. There's no way we're winning this. I mean, can we get a goal? Maybe make it look like we haven't been absolutely ruined. And this could be 4 here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Morata. Is it the Chelsea Morata? That's the question. I mean, yes, it is. Yes, it is the Chelsea Morata. Oh, for God's sake. As if we've lost. And a lasagna scored for Udinese, apparently. And 3 minutes to go. Oh, that's a horrific result. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do... Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Right. Basically, my vocabulary consists of panicking, oh, my God, Jesus help, and I'm going to cry. That is basically my vocabulary right now. I'm going to throw the water bottle. I don't give a stuff about what water bottles we have. That is an absolutely terrible result. I'm all negative because I'm furious and I don't want to speak to anyone. Like, what's our board saying? I mean, somehow the board still like me. I mean, we've lost 3 on the trot. We need to do a team. That's not good. We need to do a team meeting. Right, that's gone well. That's gone brilliantly. Is it? I think it's a change of tactic, you know. I think we're going to have to change something. And the centre-backs don't enjoy playing with each other. Our midfield trio still enjoy playing with each other, apparently. But our centre-backs, Kajier and Romagnoli, don't. So potentially something we're going to have to keep an eye on. But as we come towards the end of the episode, wow, we have a lot of Euro group games. Jesus. Right. Where are we going to come to? So I feel like we played 2 big games there, Lazio and Zebra, in a short period of time. So I feel like we need a little bit of a long sort of period of time. So I think the next game we're going to come back to is going to be the Roma game. AC Milan versus Roma. That's right. I was going to do Inter, but we'll probably do Inter later on in the year. So that we're going to come back at New Year. So we've got just over a month for me to get some games and potentially some wins under our belt. So yeah, the Roma game it will be. Okay then. So as we bring episode 3 to an end, it's not going well at the moment, is it, with Milan? No, it's not. I won't get sacked, don't you worry. I know you're slightly concerned. It won't happen, don't you worry. Hopefully. No, but thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, if you feel free to like it, subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy it and you want to see more. And if you've got any feedback, that'd be very much appreciated as well. If you put it all in the comments, I'll read every single comment. I'd very much appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in episode 4. Goodbye.